I never really understood why people are so uncomfortable talking about money because we all need money. Like the bills come every month. The kids need something for school. You need to donate to some charity for Christmas. Church want the money. The club costs to get in. You want to eat, you got to go to the grocery store. They want money. I don't know why we so uncomfortable talking about money when everybody needs money. My name is JWil. This is Inspire God's People, where we balance faith and business to guide you to your purpose. And today, I'm going to talk to you about 3 ways to make your money faster. Let's get into it. All right, here's the thing. Your money is in a constant race with your bills and your liabilities and your responsibilities. You know what I'm saying? Like, it is a constant race. And for most of us, it's a huge problem because most of the time the bills are winning the race. So if you could just imagine, 2 people on a track in the Olympics going at it, and the bills keep winning. And so what it means is that, like, most people don't have enough money to cover all of their bills and their liabilities, as well as their responsibilities, as well as their future retirement, like just purely survival for whatever emergencies, right? We have just enough. So I've thought about this a lot, and I'm like, man, like, we got to find a way and a process that's simple, that's not like a get rich quick or some fake sell you something that doesn't really work. Like, no, I'm talking about just some practical things and concepts that we could take on to actually make our money faster. Like, we need our money to speed up so it can start winning the race. So here's number 1. First, we need to educate. I know it's boring, it's tedious, it's a lot of work. Like, no one wants to sit up and educate themselves about money. I mean, some people want to do it. Like, that's why they do it, and they make money and they speed their money up, right? But a lot of times, if you like, I come from poverty, so it's like when you come from poverty, you just like, hey, I just want the J's, bruh. Like, you want the things, you don't really want the money. And that's where the education comes in, because for me, what changed was when I became financially literate by reading books and starting to also follow the content of other wealthy people. And I'm like, man, I grew up, broke and around broke people. And I'm making all my money decisions based on how broke people make decisions. I need to understand where, wealthy people are putting their money, or how are they doing it? Because it's not just because people had a silver spoon or had something given to them in their life. Like, it's a lot of people who apply some tactics and they put in some work, and they came from nothing like me, and they were just willing to educate themselves and start that process. These days, that's real easy. You have, Google, you have all type of books, Audible. You can listen to books on the go. That's what I do. I listen to a lot of books while I'm doing other stuff. So you have to educate yourself on financial literacy, because otherwise, it's kind of like this. We're talking about this money being in a race. Imagine you are, again, a track star, and you're training for a big race, and you keep working on your arms though. Like, your trainer is making you work on your arms. So you looking like The Rock. You coming out of here super buff, but you get on that track and you need your legs. You need your core. You done worked on the wrong thing. You did a lot of work. You're looking good, but you worked on the wrong thing. And that's what we do when we're not financially literate. When we need money, we do it the wrong way. You know what I'm saying? We want to get co-signers for cars. We want to, borrow everything that's a responsibility. But when it comes to the fun stuff, we just want to spend our own money on that. And so we don't have those concepts in that education, so we continue to misuse it. Here's the second thing you want to do. Once you educate yourself on how to properly manage your finances and come up with your own strategy, it's not just about doing what worked for someone else. It's about actually learning so you can apply things and use your own skill set and your own savvy to figure out what's your plan. Secondly, you want to save. And I always tell people you want to educate yourself before you save, because even saving is a skill set. You could save almost the wrong way. What do I mean by that? So let's just say if you don't know anything about financial literacy and you're saving your money somewhere in a bank with really little to no interest. There may be better banks. Maybe there's a bank that pays 1% or 2%. Not a whole lot, but it's still better than nothing. But if you've educated yourself on the different types of banks, the different types of accounts, certificate of deposit, those type of things, and you also have a plan on, you understand how much your bills and your responsibilities are each month, each year. You know what you're trying to go after. Now you can save properly. Then once you've saved and you've kind of reached a couple goals, I think saving is also important because it builds a skill set. So you're saving, you're building this skill set again, and again, right? Let's say you want to hit 1,000, you hit 1,000. You want to hit 2,000, you hit 2,000. And then over time, you've had some successes, right? You've built some disciplines. Now you have this education and you've saved a little money, but the education and the saving produces a discipline where you don't love money. The money ain't hot in your pocket no more. You don't have to just spend it just because you have it. You actually have a plan for your money. Remember, we're trying to make your money faster. We're trying to get it to where your money can outlast your bills and your liabilities and all these things that stress people out. Like, people really get stressed out about money, you know what I mean? And like, people don't want to talk about money, I think because money has been misused so much and manipulated and used the wrong way. I'm like, if you're not doing that, you could talk about it. Like, you could build it yourself. And I never sell people like get rich quick schemes or like all these little tactics. And most people want to hear something overnight. I believe in processes, I believe in strategy, and I believe in patience. And so at the end of the day, you have to be consistent, do the same thing again and again, and build over time, and then you can grow your money. And again, we're not even talking about being rich right now or wealthy. We're just talking about how to get your money to speed up. So what do I mean? Let's use an example. Let's say you do all the calculations and it costs $5,000 a month is what your bills are. Like, man, all right, it costs $5,000 a month to be me. That's $60,000 a year. So in order for you to last 5 months, you need $25,000. What do I mean? Like, in order for you to last. What if you lose your job? What if it's an emergency? What if like anything happens to where for 5 months, you don't have the money, the income coming in that you have now? This is another huge mistake that a lot of people make. They base their whole lifestyle on their income. Income it's conditional. It's based on the condition that you have this job or, whatever form of this stream of income that you have. You don't want to be in a situation, if that changes, that all of a sudden you don't have nothing. Then your money get real slow and it stops completely. You want to get your money fast. You want to train your money properly so it can run fast in this race that it's in. Oh, because it's in a race. Your money is in a race, fam. Whether you like it or not, it's in a race. So you want your money to be fast, to be able to get on that track, to have endurance and stamina to be able to outlast your bills, right? So then you invest. So you understand that, hey, I need about $25,000 to be me. You don't go out there the first month and try to save $25,000 unless you make, a lot of money. Maybe you go out there and say, all right, what I need to do first is I need $5,000 because I need to be able to last 1 month. Like, I need to grow my savings and emergency account to $5,000. That way I know that if worst case scenario, if something happened, if I lost my job, I have a month buffer to go and find a new job and I could still survive. And you grow from there, right? But lastly, what you do after you've saved, after you've educated yourself, you want to find somewhere to invest. Now, investing can be, and again, I'm not a financial advisor. This isn't financial advice. This is just me sharing a little experiences and trying to provide a little education, entertainment. Investing can be anything from a retirement account, 401k, IRA, right, to the stock market, to cryptocurrency. There's a bunch of ways, real estate, there's a bunch of ways to invest. But what I've learned is once you educate yourself, once you have some savings, right, and so you built up your savings, you're not just taking your money immediately and investing. Even investing, I see people do this. They like, oh, what happened? You made how much money? They made how much money? You see some article on Google or on Yahoo about somebody who invested somewhere and made all this money, and you want to just take your money and blindly invest because they made all this money. But the problem is you're not educated enough to even know if it's the right timing and the right place for an investment based on your financial needs, your goals, and your plans, right? Remember, you're trying to make your money faster. The good thing about it is your money is only racing against your bills. I don't base my financial decisions on anything anyone else does. I don't know how fast their bills are. Maybe they can go out and buy a bunch of stuff that I can't go buy because my bill's faster than theirs. I don't know. Maybe they've already done the saving and investing and they're treating themselves. So you got to try not to compare yourself, which is a challenge in today's environment of social media where everyone wants to compare to the next person. Oh, they're wearing this, they driving this, they live here, I gotta get what they got. Nah, that ain't what this is about. Your money is in a race with your bills. So by the time you get to investing, you've already educated yourself. Investing is risky. So you need to also understand the risk associated. You can protect yourself in that way. You want to make sure that you're educated, you've saved, you invest. And then when you invest over time, that's how your money really speeds up. Now your money is getting real fast and you got all these disciplines. Your money is faster, but you have built these disciplines to where you don't even need to spend as much as you used to on useless things. Maybe you value trips. Maybe you do value, a designer bag or shoes or something. That's up to you. Everybody's life is different. I'm not here to tell you what you need to value. But the whole idea is once your money is faster, then now you can plan much better for the long term, because this is about having a long-term mindset versus poverty, which I believe is a short-sighted situation. Poverty constantly teaches people, only worry about today. Only worry about this weekend. Oh, you got a wedding to go to. That's this weekend. Oh, it's Christmas. That's this weekend. Oh, you got a party to go to. Spend all your money trying to look good for people at this party for one weekend. Let's just throw it all out there. Nah, man. Listen, as you educate, you save, and you invest, you're thinking about the future. You're thinking about what, if your kids are 5 years old now, they should have a banking account, because you know they're going to graduate. You know they're going to need their first car. You know that they're going to need back to school clothes and school supplies and a field trip. Like, why wait until they need it to start calling around and asking people to borrow money because you want some Balenciagas today? It's like, no, how about don't get the Balenciagas? I could talk. How about don't get the Balenciagas and instead put $200 in, your kids' bank account? So that way, later on when they need it. This is what it's all about. Financial literacy, educating, saving, and investing. It's about assessing your current situation and being savvy and strategic about the things you're gonna need in the future. You're not waiting to try to speed your money up too late. Now, if you've already waited and you regardless of how old you are, where you at in life, maybe you have wasted some time. I'm not here to judge you on that. That's all good. You can start today. I don't care how old you are. Start today. Start educating yourself, because ultimately what I don't want to see, man, is people continue. You talk about inflation and all these prices and things going up, and people continue to struggle because we react too late to everything. We don't see things ahead of time. And then even if we see them, we don't act on them because we having too much fun spending our money. I have a podcast episode on Inspire God's People, the podcast that is entitled Being Broke is Fun. That's one of my favorite episodes. I don't remember what number it is, sorry. So you got to look it up. Go on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Audible, Google Podcasts, and look for the episode entitled Being Broke is Fun. It's going to bless you. It's going to be more topics like this about finances. Again, I'm not uncomfortable talking about money because everybody needs it. You know what I mean? And you don't have to love money to be strategic about money. At the end of the day, I've been broke before. I done had a couple dollars before. At the end of the day, I need God in either situation. I need Christ to guide me in either situation. So it doesn't define me. I'm not saying that you should love money, but I am saying that, part of the discipline of being a believer is denying yourself. And some of us don't have money because we can't deny our wants. I call it worshiping your wants. When you just want something so bad that you're not even willing to not get it, even if it doesn't make sense for you. You worshiping your wants. Don't do that. But I do want you to check out my podcast, Inspire God's People, where we balance faith and business to guide you to your purpose. Like, subscribe, regardless of where you're watching this video at. Find Inspire God's People and check it out. We have over 150 episodes over the last 3.5 years. Got dope interviews from CEOs to entrepreneurs and business owners. And we got a lot of inspirational talk about faith and business. And it's all intended to guide you to your purpose. Thank you so much for listening. Have an amazing day.